You ready, guys? Good morning. Is this the woman that just came to my room? Okay, first I wanted to say my apologies for the trash. I didn't realize number 2 of this paper said I had to remove them on a daily basis. I came here because I was outside till I was so sick I couldn't be outside. I don't do drugs, none of that. Other thing, sorry, I have PTSD. When you came into my room, you seemed very aggressive. I wasn't sure how to react. I thought, like, I was proud of myself, you know? Another thing, there's a lot of stuff here planning on throwing out today. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to stay or wanted to go up to Deer Run. I was going to wait till I called them. I was very happy that you were so kind and said, you don't cause any problems. We like you here. So I felt welcome. Didn't mean to ruin that. Another thing, the heat. I left the heat exactly how you had the heat before I got here. And I bought an electric heater because I looked up on Google that the TV runs the same amount of power as the heater. So I figured as long as I keep the TV unplugged and I run the heater, I don't think you guys would have a problem with me keeping the TV on the whole time. So I used the heater, this little electric heater instead. Well, I was trying to be polite. Okay, so for whatever time I'm here, I'm gonna turn the heater off, close the window, and put the heat on. And just to tell you, there's not a lot of trash, there's a lot of tissues. Like the food stuff, there's one little bag of chicken, and the chicken's empty. Regardless, didn't know about the daily basis. I've just been sick. I've been in bed. So I will throw it out. It's all good. Didn't mean to cause me trouble. But why are you talking to people like that? Why are you so upset? Because of the window? No. But I'm also a guest, and this room is paid for, and I didn't know. So you didn't have to be so aggressive about it. I'm saying you didn't have to be so aggressive towards a guest. It was definitely aggressive. It's not my opinion. No, you made it a big deal, miss. You made it a big deal. You were very aggressive. And you're going to realize that at some point. And I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be so offensive. I came to you less aggressive than you would come to me. I wasn't aggressive at all, actually. I was more confused. And I was just trying to explain to you that there's not that much trash here. It's just a lot of tissues, and the tissues expand. You know what I'm saying? If I moved the tissues out, it would fill up this tiny trash can. Okay? Well, you can't find God around fat people. She's got some mental health issues. She's got some serious mental health issues. She's got a lot of entitlement. Somebody's let her believe that she's allowed to act like that and get away with it. I don't know where that came from. But I am going to move all the recycling into the recycling. You can't run anything off emotion. I don't know. I want to meet her parents. No. So I heard God's going to punish her, and then I heard win stupid games, win stupid prizes. Or play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So I'm going to separate. No. She's going to get a bad review, bro. She's going to get a lot of bad reviews. I'm sure she'll think she can get away with it because of the location. So I'm moving the recycling out of this trash can to show how much is really there. Holy shit. See, that nice manager that came in and said, hey, we have no problems with you. We like having you around. I started meditating. I started really relaxing for the first time in a couple days. Because I'm on edge. I'm like an animal. You know how cats take time to adjust and they have to hide in the corner. So I really started to open up. And I started to kind of I really was able to come through for a while. I was focused and I was more of myself, more in the moment. And I was making better choices against things that had previously kept me trapped, like traumas of people that I always feel are like pressed over the side of me. So I had broken free. Things were really good. During the meditation, I heard the phone ring. I wasn't sure if it was the phone or if it was the YouTube video that I saw because I'd never heard that noise before. I'm like, okay, if they call back, I'll answer it. Nobody called back. 5 minutes later, there were two women at the door. She's slamming on the door. I'm like, oh, you okay? Are you okay? She's like, open the fucking door. I opened the door. She's like, manager called, said you had your window open and you're running the heat. Plus you have all this trash. You're getting the fuck out of here today. I said, if you look at the trash, I'm sick. I was sick with a 102 fever. If you look, the tissues take up a lot of... This was all in here. But I said, if you look, it's just the tissues crumple and they take up a lot of space. It's not as much trash as you think, and the food that you're worried about is empty. It's not going to track animals in, and the plan was to... I'm literally cleaning as you showed up. I was trying to meditate. I was trying to show her, look, the trash isn't that big of a deal. And she got worse and worse and worse until she almost slammed this door and they both stomped out. And then I said, hey, I think I conducted myself really well. And she's like, if you conducted yourself well, you would have shut up. You wouldn't have continued this conversation. I said, I'm absolutely going to continue the conversation when you just treated me like I'm less than human. So then I called her back and said, hey, by the way, sorry, I didn't read on this paper that I have to throw out the trash every day. If you had waited around, I could have showed you that the tissues crumple. Doesn't make that big of a deal. I also kept the window open because I'm sick, didn't have the heat running, saw that the electric heater runs the same amount as the television. And she said, well, we don't have insurance policies for electric heaters, so you're gone anyway. So I just have this weird feeling that I was very worried about whether or not I should stay here or if I should leave. And it looks like God and the devil made that decision for me. You know what I'm saying? So she literally pulled the entire I'm not welcome card again. Like she completely got possessed. She was barely coherent, obsessive, and angry for no reason. And I did nothing to her. I've just been here. I had the window open. Let me show you if other people have their windows open. Yep, look, there's one. I'm not the only one with the window. She just had a problem with me. I hear a stupid voice. Now you're a snitch too? So should I just leave it? She wants to treat me like trash. Should I leave the trash? So now I'm going to be stressed out all day. I'm going to try 2.5 hours to clean this shit. So we're just going to... Let's do it. Hey, did you hang up on me? Why'd you hang up on me? I'm not sure what you feel like not stopping is. I'm just trying to talk to you. What would you feel like? First thing I want to say is that I just looked out the window and there's like 3 windows open. Just saying, I hope... Is he here? Okay, where would he like to meet me? Okay. He said, I'll have him contact you. He's gonna think, I already can tell. They're pretend. They're playing pretend, guys. She said, I called her and said, why do you keep treating me like this? And she said, you keep going down this path where you think I'm treating you wrong. I'm like, you're screaming at me. You ran into my room and you started pointing everywhere. You got in my face. Twice you got in my face. I don't know. I'm not from this culture. It seems like most people get over the way that she's acting when you're 4 years old. I don't know who taught you that it's okay to act like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it seems like they're trying very hard to be Southern. And I've never met a Southern person that treats people that way. You know what I'm saying? It must be that they want to bring their friend in here or something. It's got to be they need the room for something. And I seemed like an easy mark. Because I think if they tried to kick out the other people here, they'd probably break a lot of shit. God. It's what they do. They have this subconscious feeling that somebody has rose above them in vibration, and they create fake problems, and then they rally each other up to attack. Then they bring support and back up with them, and they go just to do. There we go. Hello. Hi. What does it have to do with then? I swear to God, you know I never had an attitude. That's called project. On it, like, just to tell you, it is projecting. Yes, I honestly feel, I really feel like you came across of it. Well, I'm not trying to date you. I'm just trying to have a conversation. You absolutely are kicking me out. Don't lie to me. Why is it not a good place? Why do you feel it's not a good place for me? I get along with you fine. We were having a great time. It was just, I felt like you were very upset. I didn't understand it. I was trying to show you that the trash here is because the tissues expand. I've organized the trash. It looks nice. It doesn't look huge, and I'm not worried about ants. It's already going into the dumpster anyway. Today it was going into the dumpster. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay or go to Deer Run. Can I tell you something? Okay, can I tell you something else though? So I've been traveling for 10 years. I've been homeless since I was 14. I follow God, but I waver. Today I really committed again. Like I had strong faith. I had what they call a breakthrough. Let me tell you, in 10 years, every single time I have a breakthrough, and I don't care if you want to hear it or if you don't believe it, but every time I have a breakthrough, somebody comes at me aggressively. And I swear to God, I've been a victim of police brutality 3 times. 2 of them have been on camera. And that's why I'm in the area still. I'm trying to go down to Montpelier and I'm talking to people at the Civil Rights Movement and the Human Rights Commission. There's something that happens, whether you are ready to believe it or not. There's a higher connection to something, whether it's in the electromagnetic spectrum or just human psychology, that I had found something, a sense of peace.
And I feel like that's more why there was this, because I felt like that was an overreaction. I felt maybe it's cultural and I just don't understand the culture. But to me, like when people act like that, there's a fight. I felt the fight or flight react. You came into my room and you started pointing things, you started saying things that what I felt was aggressive. That's how I reacted. I wasn't arguing with you back. I wasn't trying to be aggressive with you back. I was just saying, hey, if you look really quick, look, the trash has tissues in it that expand. All I have to do is push it down. It was because I was not compacting it in. It looks like there's more stuff because I didn't put the recycling and organize it the way that it should be. It's just because it's a tiny trash can with these plastic bottles that push the trash to the top. If I had moved the plastic bottles, keeping all the tissues on the top that made it look like it was overflowing, they're all organized. That's all it was. And I told you all the other ways that I sat here really sick, like a flu, like 102 fever, and still trying to like make sure that I don't get kicked out because I've been on the street for 10 years. I've been a raccoon for like 3 years. I'm used to people like throwing shit at me and just overreacting because of how I look. That's how I expect, like, I, I'm assuming it's cultural and I just don't understand because I don't really see that behavior often. I don't think it's something I have to work through. It's not a problem, but to me and to most of the world, that would be considered screaming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so you agree you screamed at me. Thank you. Have a good day. We'll know who she really is by how she responds. She hung up on me twice. She said, my response to somebody coming in aggressively and blowing things out of proportion in a threatening manner, police would consider that disorderly and a threat. That was threatening behavior. Police would consider that psychotic behavior. I don't know. Maybe she's a drunk. That's what I'm thinking. I know plenty of country bumpkins, and those country bumpkins would be appalled that somebody would treat someone this way in a room that was paid for. You know, they have an obligation to hospitality. So any of my friends that live in Texas, they would have been a lot worse than I was. She said she was doing me because I was arguing with her about, I forgot what she said I was arguing with her about. I was telling her, she came here and screamed about the trash overflowing and bringing in bugs. I told her what you heard. It was like that because I had the recycling in the small trash can, so it looked like it was overflowing when really it's not. It said I have to get rid of it every day. I didn't realize that. I told her I came in with a 102 fever. I don't know if she's ever had a 102 fever, but you kind of just want to go to bed.
I told her I literally turned the heat off, ran the heater. I Googled the electricity of that TV to make sure that I wasn't using up more electricity than I needed so that I wouldn't be a bother. And she said that if how she treated me is something I need to work on. So, as well, she said, because we're renewing your voucher, we need to do a room check anyway. All the other people renewed yesterday, and no one ever did a room check. They were looking for anything they could use to kick me out. So I'm assuming what happened is that they've been talking to themselves about me this whole time. They've probably seen me going to the door and looking out, like, oh, maybe he's buying drugs. And I'm in my head, I'm fighting demons. The owner said, so this woman went crazy on me, kicked me out. The owner said, well, I mean, if she kicked you out, there's nothing to talk about. There's a lot to talk about, because the next time she does that to a homeless person, they're going to put a bomb in here. They're going to go into that trash can and build a pipe bomb out of the materials from the place next door. When they go to throw out their trash, and they're going to leave it on the pillow, under the mattress, come back at night, blow up somebody's head. The people that have been kicked down the most have the most skills, and the only reason that they're not the only people left is because they have the most compassion, because they don't want to do to others what people do to them. So I'm bummed out, man. But I'm not. I was trying to explain to her that for 10 years this has happened. Where God forces me by puppeting weak-minded losers like yourself. Fat drunks that are consumed by pride and prejudice. And then he sicks them on the chosen ones. I was really struggling with a decision. Should I stay here and continue fighting the police, make use of the bus system to go further into Stowe? Or should I take it all and leave and go up to Jeffersonville to some random ass place I don't really want to be at? Or should I go back out on the street? So that's what I was asking God. Should I stay or should I leave? And then what I got is the amalgamation of the people that I hate coming at me again. So while I'm here, let's see what Susie said. Give him your hashtag. Thanks, Susie. Yep. They were mad my window was open. In my point of view right now, there was 3, now there's 1. So they are making, it looks like they're either making or they only opened it to smoke a cigarette. That's probably what they assumed my window was open for. They probably assumed that my window was open because I was smoking. I think, shouldn't they have asked?
I'm absolutely going to go confront her at the end. Everybody prays she sees the light. She comes to her senses and realizes, how would you like it if someone talked to you that way? They were trying to drain me of the confidence I had just gotten back. They were doing a ritual, and that's why you see all these videos of police acting the same way, just screaming in chosen one's face. For no reason. Literally no reason. They manufacture crimes. This woman was manufacturing a crime. That's crazy. It's not crazy. It's crazy on their end. Why? Cigarettes? I get it. I mean, like, if you have a family member that smokes cigarettes, it can make the family gathering not that fun because the cigarette smoker is now, like, converting all the energy in a way that they might not appreciate. Like, when I stop smoking cigarettes, there's like this wave of peace. When I'm smoking cigarettes, I'm constantly cycling energy into this grounded focus. Absolutely the case. Okay. Well, I don't know. Right here when the sun comes out. Yeah. They don't realize it, but they're trying to take my energy. And it all comes with me when I leave. Okay. For anyone watching, stay tuned. I just have to get onto this phone. So I have to end the live, and then I have to come back on this one. So I'll start the second live first, so that I can end this one. Okay. I got a notification for a spirituality video that says, "You're doing better than you think. This found you at the right time." Okay, so new live. It's called Leaving the Losers Behind. Okay. The new live is up. Little small town gossip are way out of this bitch. Ending the live. New live is up right now.